everything went a little quiet, so I switched to a jig. Apparently, that's what the bigger ones want to eat. That's not a baddie. That one would go a couple, 2.5 maybe. Good fish, beautiful fish. They're just a fat, healthy, fit, just a feisty little critter. Good fish. I'm happy with that. It's the first time I've thrown a jig for a little while, and I went for this little 3/8 ounce. It's like a swimming jig. It's actually like I think it's a booyah bitsy jig, and I've trimmed some of the weed proof off, and I've got a yum chigga craw, 4-inch chigga craw on the back, and that guy jumped all over it. That was a good fish. I enjoyed that. That was really good. All right, back into it. Just got another little jig fish. Greedy little bugger ate that same big jig. Little guy. I just came back to that spot where I got that other nice jig fish before, the good one, and I threw it in exactly the same spot, and this guy came out and punched it again before it even hit the bottom. So it's looking like now on the back edge of these islands there's a bit of shade here, and that guy there was like right there, tucked in the shade. I'm talking way up hard in the coolies. See if he's got a friend in there. There's 2 fish out of exactly the same spot. I should have turned the camera back on before I flipped in there, but I really didn't expect there to be another fish sitting there. You know, only half an hour later. It must be a good spot for the fish. Good spot for me too. It's just right there in a little bit of shade. Whoa. I think this might be a striper. He attacked it way close to the boat. It was a nice one too. It's on a shallow crank. Let me get me net. Hey, he's no monster, but here we go. Hey, hey. I don't normally play with them with my fingers, but I can't find my pliers for some reason. I think I might have been re-rigging at home and left my little pliers out of the boat. There you go. That's not a bad one. There's nothing again. Still... Oh wow, I thought I was onto a real big largemouth, but it's actually a striper. That's alright. Come on, mate. Hey, just relax. I'll get you off. Go back. Another nice little, good eating size stripers, 18-20 inches. A couple pounds or so. That was on the little KVD again. Just under the boat. Wow. Come out from under there, you little puffer. say this is another striper. I reckon we might have just got onto a little... Oh, there he goes. Gone. That's the easy release. Another little striper, right on dark. These guys are coming on the chew. Come on, buddy. Off he goes. Little guy. No doubt about them stripers, they're all over it. Especially this time of day, you know, coming on to dark. They're really getting after it with a bit of gusto. It's not really a lure that's traditionally a great striper lure, the shallow crank, but I think there's just a bunch of them out here and they're just cruising around these toolies looking for an evening feed. No largemouth though. One little guy, but thought there might have been some big largemouth sitting out on these toolie points. Not to be. Nice one. So all in all, it was a pretty good day. Nothing great, but caught fish on spinnerbaits, on the shallow crank, on the jerk bait, and on a jig. So kind of mixed it up anyway. Okay, I'm going to shut this thing off. It's time to head off, but another nice day on the Delta. I'm keeping one striper to eat for dinner tonight, but ended up with probably half a dozen stripers and maybe 15 largemouth. A lot of small ones, but I would have had a decent limit, you know, over 10 pound limit. So all in all, pretty good day. Spring's heating up and the fish are really starting to chew. So I think in the next couple of weeks there'll be a big transition and a lot of these fish will move on to their spawning beds. And now this afternoon the water's getting up around 57, 56 degrees, so it's getting up there. They'll be thinking about spawning, and then it should be good. In the next month or so should be some really good bass fishing for everybody. You know, the active fish on basically the same bites that we threw today, the same baits, you know, the shallow crank and the jerk bait, the spinnerbait. I know a lot of guys have been fishing the spinnerbait and doing okay, but I still think I'm getting more fish on the jerk bait, and actually the shallow crank did okay as well, but I still think the jerk bait's probably getting the most reaction, getting the most bites. I'm getting on the spinnerbait and the shallow crank. I had a lot of fish follow the bait in and not commit to it, where the jerk bait they tend to, on that stop and go, they tend to grab it. So, but it's good fishing, you know. All I need is a nice morning bite on the topwater, and that'd be the perfect day. But I really thought they'd go on the topwater this morning, but we had a little bit of breeze on the water, and anyway, they didn't really go up on the top, so I didn't try it for long. I should probably be trying it now, but I'm going to head in, go home and have a dinner. Alright, take it easy.